Hey there friends and family, I realize it's been a few weeks since I made a video, and so I wanted to take this opportunity to make a video for you telling you a little bit about the youth groups and the youth activities they have here in the island. But before I do that, I wanted to just thank my cousin Cody. He sent me a few messages and started giving me some ideas and was super helpful, shared his vast college education with me to help me set up a few very inexpensive lights. He pointed me in the right direction even at a simple hardware store. And I was able to get a couple of lights set up, and I'll show you a side-by-side comparison here of what they actually look like before and after. And so I just wanted to take this time to thank him, and I hope you all are enjoying, well, I was going to say enjoy looking at my face, but that's not going to work, so never mind. Anyways, hope that you enjoy the better lighting. Okay, so last weekend I had the opportunity to go down to the Christian school here on a Friday night, and they had a small fellowship with two of the churches, the teenagers from those two churches. And I thoroughly enjoyed that, and really, it was just a time of fellowship. And I really enjoyed, I was able to get my guitar and take it along with, and I really enjoyed sitting around with these teenagers. Several of them had guitars and a ukulele, and just sitting around strumming and singing for a while, and that was a great time. And then this past weekend, I was able to go to another youth rally, which was actually all of the local Baptist churches on the island. I think it was 6 churches that were involved. And I guess as I went, I just had kind of some observations. And one would be a little bit of a difference perhaps, not entirely different than the States, but a difference in that a lot of times in the States I see youth groups, especially those from maybe bigger churches, are having extravagant activities, that maybe cost a lot of money, or they're picture scavenger hunts, they're here or they're there, they're doing all these activities. And it seemed to me like really here, the emphasis is just getting together and having fellowship. And I really thought that was great. And not that those things in the States are bad, but it's just neat to see these teens come together and fellowship. But really what stuck out to me more than anything, and you're probably just going to say, duh, Nathan, isn't that obvious? But what stuck out to me was the fact that the teenagers here are just like teenagers in the States, really. They love the fellowship, they love to hang out with their friends, they love to play and have fun and have a great time. They love to eat, they love to sing, all of these things. They're just like teenagers anywhere. And just like teenagers anywhere, sure, you have those few that are kind of sitting on the edges, don't really want to get involved. You have those few that are sitting in the back that don't really want to pay attention or whatever. But for the most part, it's just teens like teens anywhere. And I was really thrilled to see, I think last night or this past weekend, I think there was something like over 100. I didn't count. I'm just maybe a rough estimate. My guess is somewhere over 100 teenagers that were at this youth rally, and it was really neat to see. What they did is they started off with just some games. They had volleyball set up and badminton set up and a ping pong table there. That particular church has a nice sized yard, and they just kind of rotated through those games, had a great time for a few hours, and they went and ate and had some sandwiches and donuts and of course bananas. And after that they went in to the church, and they had just a time of singing, which I found was really interesting. What they would do is they would take the teenagers from that church, and usually one guy who played the guitar or maybe a ukulele or something, and they would go up and they would sing like a special music. Then they'd come down and the next church would go up with their teenagers and they would sing a special music. And I think all but one church did that, and that was interesting to see. And it wasn't a big, we had to practice for weeks ahead of time. It was really just, let's pick a song and go sing. And that was a kind of a neat thing. Also, I noticed as we were sitting there singing just some songs all together that all through these teenagers there was guitars everywhere. It was interesting, guitars and ukuleles. I didn't really take time to count, but almost every youth leader or pastor that was there had a guitar, and they were strumming along. Also, they had a skit, and it wasn't all in English. Some of it was in Pohnpei, some of it I think was in English, and I had a little bit of a hard time following exactly what was going on, but apparently it was funny because these people were these teenagers were really laughing at it. So anyways, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. They had a good time. After that they went out and they had a session. Again, that was in Pohnpei, so I didn't understand all of what was going on, but they had some preaching time there. And I just really enjoyed being able to be involved these last 2 weekends with these teen activities. So I thought I would share a little bit of that with you. Here at the end, I'm going to take some time to put in some footage that I took, some videos and some pictures. So I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about these teen activities. right, I hope you enjoyed that footage. I just wanted to remind you to continue to pray for Ruth Ann. She's in the States right now. She's scheduled to come back in the middle of November, but right now she's having a lot of problems with some back pain. So I would ask that you would pray for her, that she could be relieved of this back pain. All right, until next time, remember to pray for Pohnpei.